Welcome to Ginesys video tutorial once again. Today I would share with you a new feature of Ginesys. It is the Shipment Tracking Portal. Now what is Shipment Tracking Portal? Shipment Tracking is a web-based logistic portal developed by Ginesys, which is seamlessly integrated with the Ginesys ERP. It helps a trading organization to track their logistic movement and thereby the entire delivery chain system. By saying this much, it doesn't entirely explain how important this shipment tracking portal is to any trading organization or where it can be most appropriately used. Let us take an example of a supermarket which has a very large variety of items. But there are some times when we find that they do not have adequate item stock, and as a result of which they fail to respond to the customer demands. Now, have we ever thought why does the supermarket, which is otherwise so well managed, fail to keep adequate item stock in the stores? It is because even if they make constant procurement of items from numerous suppliers, often the supermarket people are unaware of the logistic status of their ordered items. That is, they don't know whether logistics entry has been created against their ordered goods and their ordered goods are in transit or not. Often, they don't know the probable date of delivery as well. Due to all this information gap, the stores do not receive the item stock at proper time. Hence, they fail to meet the customer requirement. The segment of logistics fall between the purchase order creation and goods received. You can make an idea from my example a little while ago that for any trading organization, it is extremely important to manage their logistics and manage it efficiently. Otherwise, it can affect their business adversely. And that is exactly where the shipment tracking portal is important. It takes care of all the operations after purchase order creation till the goods are received. Also, the shipment tracking portal being web-based, it can be accessed from anywhere, be it a smartphone or a tablet. I would show you how to configure and integrate the shipment tracking portal with Ginesys application. We are in the Ginesys application. Go to Procurement, Setup and Supplier Master. Select a supplier from the list. Come to Inventory tab. Come to Goods Invert section. You can see the logistic checkbox. Tick on it. As soon as you tick the logistic checkbox, the shipment tracking applicable field is enabled. Tick the field. You can also do the same configuration from the organization owned sites. Click on organization site, go to Inventory tab and do the same thing. Save your configuration. This supplier is now configured for shipment tracking portal. Any purchase orders raised against this supplier will now be displayed in the shipment tracking portal. Come to Order Management, Purchase Order. Select that supplier from the list. You can see shipment tracking is applicable is being displayed in the purchase order window. The configuration is successfully done. This is the dashboard or the home screen of the shipment tracking portal. You can see there are different legends over here. Each legend shows the total amount of items and the total quantity of items in any shipment. For example, the purchase order says there are 7 purchase orders that are pending for conversion into shipment advice. The total amount of the 7 purchase orders are 1502375 and the total item quantity is 1040. Likewise, each of the legends have their own details. You can click on any legend and the software will take you to the respective window. The shipment tracking portal basically has 2 modules, shipment tracking and security. The shipment tracking modules again consists of the following submodules like purchase orders, shipment requested, shipment confirmed, shipment shipped, shipment in transit, shipment delivered, shipment cancelled, PO cancelled and user mapping. These are all sequentially arranged. As I said before, you can click on the legend and the software will take you to the purchase order, or you can also directly click on purchase order submodule and go to the window. But before going into any further details into the Ginesys shipment tracking portal, I would tell you about the user categories. That is who are the users who are going to use shipment tracking portal. Who would use the shipment tracking portal? Shipment tracking portal would be used by the following user categories. That is the organization user. In my example, the supermarket. The users who are operating Ginesys software to run the supermarket will be the organization user. The vendors or the suppliers. That means the vendors or the suppliers from where the supermarket procures their items would be another category of user. The third category of user will be the transporter. These are the users by whom the vendors delivered the ordered items to the supermarket. That is the logistics user. The transporters would be the third category of users who would use the shipment tracking portal. Now each of the users would have their individual access privileges in the shipment tracking portal. There would be different operational privileges for different user categories. For organization users, they would be allowed to modify a shipment advice, confirm a shipment advice, user creation in the portal, role creation in the portal, and user mapping. That is the basic admin privileges along with shipment advice modification and confirmation. As for the vendors and suppliers, they would be allowed to create shipment advice, modify a shipment advice, cancel a shipment advice, and ship a shipment advice. The third category, that is the transporters, will be only allowed to create LR, that is logistics entry, from the shipment tracking portal. Let's check it out from the shipment tracking portal itself. I'm logging into the shipment tracking portal using the supplier or vendor login details. You are already familiar with the dashboard. As a vendor, I can create shipment advice from a pending PO, edit or cancel any existing advice, and ship a confirmed advice. Let's go to the pending purchase order window. You can see the list of pending POs. This PO is shown in red color because the PO validity date for this PO has expired. Select a PO and click on the Create Shipment Request Advice button. You can see the PO name, PO date, validity period, requested on, shipment request date, delivery site, transporter, and supplier names. You can see the item details as well from this grid. This is the original purchase order quantity, and this is the request quantity where you need to enter the details. Click on the Save button to create a shipment advice for this pending purchase order. You can find out the created shipment advice from the Shipment Requested tab. Here it shows. As I said, as a vendor or supplier, I can only create an advice, edit an advice, or even cancel an advice, but I cannot confirm an advice. Now, in order to confirm this shipment advice, I have to log in as a organization user. I have logged in as an organization user, and you can see the recently created shipment advice. Click on Confirm button to confirm the shipment advice. You can check the confirm quantity and the request quantity. Click on the Confirm button. The shipment advice has been confirmed. You can find that from the Shipment Confirmed tab. As an organization user, I have only view privilege for the confirmed shipment advice. Now, in order to ship this confirmed advice, I have to again log in as vendor or supplier user. I am in the Shipment Confirmed tab. Here I can find the confirmed shipment advice. All I need to do is click on the ship button to ship this confirmed advice. Click on the ship button. The confirmed shipment advice has been shipped. Now once a confirmed shipment advice has been shipped, it needs to be delivered by the transporter to the organization. In my example, the supermarket. For that, I have to create a LR entry, but LR entry can only be created by the third category of user, that is the transporter. So I have to log in as a transporter. I'm in the dashboard. One shipment has been shipped, but logistic entry has not yet been done. Take the shipped advice and click on the Create Logistic Entry button. This is the logistic entry form. Enter valid details in the logistic entry window. Once data entry has been done in the logistics entry window, click on the Save button. You can see this message, Logistics saved successfully. New LGT number has been generated as 7. Or you can go to the dashboard and check out the status. You can see shipment in transit shows 1 logistic entry. Now once the goods are received into the organization store, that is the supermarket, the status of the logistic entry will change from in transit to delivered. Let us go to Ginesys application to receive the goods. Come to Procurement, Order Management and Goods Received Against Order. Select the supplier, select order number, click on logistic number. You can see LR entry number 7 with document number web LR001, which is matching with the shipment tracking portal with pending 3 quantities is being shown in the logistics LOV. Click on OK to select and save the goods received chart. Once goods has been received in the supermarket, that is the organization store, the status of the LR in the shipment tracking portal will change from in transit to delivered. Let us check. You can see from the dashboard that is shipment in transit is showing 0 quantity and shipment delivered is showing 1. This is how logistics is managed by any organization store by using Ginesys shipment tracking portal along with Ginesys ERP application. We are in the end of our shipment tracking portal tutorial. I would only explain the user module section of the shipment tracking portal. I'll show you how to create a user and how